This video is dedicated to the people who want to try something new, but they're too afraid to because they're afraid of failure or they're afraid of what the people around them might think of them. The main message that I want to convey to you in this video is just doing it. And I know this phrase has been saturated to the brim, but I also feel like it kind of gets thrown around everywhere, except it kind of lacks this background explanation of how the inner workings of this phrase works. And I want to share to you from personal experience what happens when you just do it and why I'm such a firm believer of this phrase. Okay, so if you think of something that you should quote unquote just do, it's obviously something that you're not comfortable doing, right? So it's something that's outside of your comfort zone. And the thought of leaving that comfort zone is terrifying. But when you just do it, when you take action, then you experience the result that comes with those actions. And most of the time, you'll find out that it really isn't that bad. Like, the worst you can do is fail. Upon experiencing that fear kind of dissipates, and then your comfort zone expands by that much. The second time you do it, it might still be uncomfortable, but it's never gonna be as uncomfortable as the first time. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you become doing it. The funny thing is that action that you were so afraid to take in the past, it becomes a part of your comfort zone. So now you're subconsciously doing things that you would have never imagined that you would be doing. And that means that you will become more and more comfortable with doing things that not only you once thought were intimidating, but things that other people think are intimidating. For example, this is a really simple example. So I used to be really afraid of eating alone. Like, the thought of it was just unfathomable. But then after I came to college, I started to have a few uncomfortable meals alone, and then that kind of turned into a few comfortable meals alone, and now I eat alone, well, at least like one meal alone every day. So the more you try new things and the more you just do something, the wider your comfort zone becomes, and the area of your comfort zone is directly proportional to your potential. And the more potential you have, the more opportunities you're gonna get, and when that opportunity comes to you and you have those skills available and you have a wide enough comfort zone, then you're gonna be the one who grabs that opportunity. This is something that I've just learned after graduating high school. It's been about 3 years, and for those 3 years, I think I've always made decisions that brought me discomfort. At the time, I really didn't find much meaning in my decisions because each decision only brings so much to you. But looking back on it, the accumulation of all of my choices, they add up to this wide comfort zone that I have. Another example that I have is I want to start my own company one day, and that's not something that I'm afraid of doing. I'm not afraid of failing because after graduating high school, I kind of created this business for print-on-demand t-shirts. I had like a company name and a website and all that stuff, but it made $0 in profit. I literally sold 0 t-shirts. I wasn't embarrassed, but I was disappointed that I quote-unquote failed at that time, but now I think of it as such an important learning experience. Because I have that under my belt, I'm not afraid to start another business and potentially see results that I'm not happy about. The last reason why you should just do something is that the more you try new things, that becomes your personality. And before you know it, you're just known as the person who isn't afraid of like diving headfirst into new things. That's just me. I've kind of become that person in my friend group. So once that becomes your personality, there's really no fear that's attached to it. The main idea that I want to convey is just do it. Please. And I know everybody says that, but what I want to do is I want to explain the inner workings, the mechanism behind this phrase. This is it for now. Thank you so much for listening, and I'm talking to you. If you're afraid of doing something, please just do it. Nobody cares. Once you do it, it's really not gonna be that bad. you're gonna become such a brave person, and you're gonna attract all these good opportunities to you. So I wish you all the best, and may the courage be with you. Bye.
You as my brightest light.